today we're gonna show you how to make ice cream.
Ice cream?
I know, it's Miss Sammy's favorite
It's
food.
my favorite. I love ice cream. All right, well, what do we need to make ice cream?
Well, we have all of our ingredients laid out and our supplies. So we have our ice, we have our Morton ice cream salt. You can also use regular salt. We have our Ziploc bags. You're gonna need a sandwich size bag and a gallon size bag. Our little serving cups for later when we make our sundaes. We have our measuring cups and spoons, and then our ingredients over here are heavy cream, which you can substitute for any kind of milk. It might just result in slightly less creamy ice cream, but for all of you non-dairy drinkers, you can have almond milk, coconut milk, whatever you want. And then we have our granulated sugar, vanilla extract, and sprinkles, of course, for topping.
Gotta have sprinkles.
Let's have sprinkles.
All right, well, what's our first step, Miss Evan?
All right, well, before we start, we need to do the most important thing, which is wash our hands. Have you washed your hands?
I did wash my hands, so I'm all ready to start.
We are ready to go. So we need our sandwich-sized bags. So
Can I have the
open that up
Olaf
first.
one?
You can have the Olaf
Oh,
one.
thank you, Miss
All right,
Evan.
we have our Ziploc bags, sandwich size. We're gonna open those up. So we're gonna put our ice cream ingredients in the smaller bags, and then those are gonna go in the bigger Ziploc bags. So we're gonna measure out our ingredients into our Ziplocs. So we're gonna start out with our granulated sugar. So we need 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. There's
1,
2, 1, and 2. All right, so we're just gonna make vanilla ice cream. So we're gonna use half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. But if you wanna add a different flavor, like if you wanna add some chocolate chips or some crushed Oreos, maybe some fresh fruit, you wanna add just maybe 2 tablespoons to a 1/4 cup, depending on what you're using. But we're just gonna use
Strawberries
our
could be yummy.
half a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
No, teaspoon, not a tablespoon.
Yeah, it would be very vanilla-y. All right, and then our last ingredient is the cream. So we're using heavy cream. You can also use half and half or dairy alternative milk, like I said. But we're just gonna use half a cup of heavy cream. Now we're just doing half a cup because we're splitting it, but you could do a full cup of milk or heavy cream.
Yummy.
All right,
Thank you.
there you go.
Now, is that it, Miss Evan? Can I seal my bag?
That is all. So now you can seal up your bag
Boom.
nice and tight. So then I want to double bag mine so that it doesn't leak, because we're going to be putting some salt in with our ice. And there's a chance that some of the salt could leak into your ice cream, which we might not want.
No, I don't want salty ice
No,
cream.
salty ice cream. All right, so now that we have our double bagged ice cream mixture, we're gonna pop that into our gallon sized Ziploc bag. Pop it in there, making sure it's all sealed up. And so then to your gallon sized Ziploc bag, you're gonna add about 3 to 5 cups of ice just to make sure that it's all covered. You want this completely covered in ice, and then we're gonna put our ice cream salt. And the ice cream salt, what that does is it lowers the freezing temperature of the ice, so it can get extra cold and chilly, and helps freeze your ice cream faster. So we're gonna do about 3 cups of ice. Do 1, 2, and 3. All right, 1, 2, and 3. There you go.
Yay!
There you go. All right, so then we're gonna do a shake of salt.
Shaky.
So we're not measuring our salt because it doesn't have to be super precise, but you want at least a few tablespoons of salt in there. Perfect. A good amount so it can get nice and cold. You want to seal that up. And now you have to just shake. This is the fun part. So you can either play it like hot potato if you have a few people. You can toss it back and forth. You can just do a little dance or just shake it around. And it's going to take about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. If your ice starts melting too much, you can always pour off some of the water and add more ice in and a little bit more salt just to make sure it stays nice and cold in there. And then once your ice cream is starting to feel kind of solid, we're going to stop and take it out. But for now, we got to shake. So we finished shaking our ice cream. Mine feels pretty solid.
Mine does too.
It's nice and frozen.
We earned our ice cream.
So we already dumped out our ice. So now we're gonna take it out of the little baggie. And right now it's kind of soft. It's more soft serve consistency. So if you want it a little bit more frozen, you can pop it in the freezer for about an hour to kind of firm it up a bit. But we like soft serve, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So to serve it, we're just gonna snip off the corner.
Ooh.
So you have a little hole right there. You're go. And then take your bowl. You're just gonna squeeze it out in a nice swirl, just like a soft serve ice cream.
Ooh.
Oh, this looks delicious, Miss Sammy.
Yeah, mine looks really good.
All right, and I want to put some sprinkles on mine, of course. And there you have it.
Voila!
And